listening to the Batman Universe Commentaries, brought to you by thebatmanuniverse.net. Join the staff of the Batman Universe as we watch another exciting incarnation of the Caped Crusader from his extensive media library.
Welcome back to the Batman Universe Commentaries. We are continuing our look at Batman the Animated Series, and for this specific instance, actually, scratch that. This is not Batman the Animated Series. We are actually looking at Superman.
Batman sucks, guys. We've switched over. We've joined the other team. Go Superman.
We sure have. I'm ripping up my Batman shirt that I'm wearing, and behind it is a Superman shirt, out of solidarity for the last son of Krypton, our Lord and Savior.
I mean, when you take away Batman's utility belt, his brain, his money, his almost 80 years of comic history and classic storylines, his rogues gallery, and his supporting cast.
His billion-dollar franchise movies.
What does he have, honestly, when you take away all that stuff?
He still has Kevin Conroy.
That he does. Yeah, well, Superman has Henry Cavill and his chin, so...
and his anamorph mouth. Okay. We're watching Superman the Animated Series, and forgive me for confusing it, because this is a crossover. I mean, it's an episode of Superman, but it involves Gotham City and Batman. It's Superman in Gotham City dressed as Batman. This is the episode where Superman teams up with Robin because Bruce Wayne is missing, so for some reason, he must pretend to be Batman and interact with Gordon. And
what do you mean for some reason? There is a reason on the episode.
But this is a fun episode that I remember seeing. I do have a story. I remember I remember waking up and missing the first 5 or 10 minutes of this episode because oh crap, Batman's on, and seeing the scene where Robin's asking Batman, so how did you do Bruce Wayne's voice? And he's switching his voices and stuff, and I'm like, wait, is Batman
Don't do that.
Yeah. I was like, well, what's going on? Is he a robot? And later on, I was like, oh, it's Superman, really? So I remember watching this 20 years ago. It's been 20 years since the episode came out.
It's a good thing that they're animated with the exact same body, but colored in differently.
Well, yeah, exactly. They
have the same character model.
Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne don't look exactly the same.
But they have the same character model silhouette-wise. If they were behind a shower curtain, and Batman didn't have his mask on and Clark Kent didn't have his glasses on, you wouldn't know who it was.
I think their hairline is different. Their hairline is different, but
you can't tell that when he's wearing a mask, though.
Fair enough.
Don't ruin my point.
Well, I you can tell that it's not Bruce Wayne under the mask because the cleft of his chin is prominent because it's Superman. But anyways, Josh, what are your memories of this episode?
I just remember enjoying it because one of my disappointments with the World's Finest 3-parter, which, don't get me wrong, that was an awesome 3-parter and I revisit it often, but one of my disappointments was, oh man, I wanted Robin and Batgirl to join in the fun, and so it was nice that, to get a Robin and Superman team-up episode,
Which does harken back to the World's Finest covers, where Robin was always there with Batman and Superman.
It also harkens back to, the World's Finest books, where, Batman and Superman would dress up as each other for, reasons.
And then, force Jimmy and Robin to dig their own graves while they threaten to kill them. I have that issue in one of my showcases, but I'm not ready yet. Oh, I need to read it right now. I love the cover. As you know, boys, I have a rule against killing, so Batman has his Tommy gun, so I'll do the honors. Wait a minute. Whatever. Anyways, okay. I'll count down from 3, and then we'll say.
Yeah. We're watching the version on Amazon Prime Instant Video, and we're paused at Bugs Bunny, and it's 21 minutes and 11 seconds is the length.
That's right. Yeah, Bugs Bunny has his mouth all the way open.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to eat that carrot.
3, 2, 1, play.
Eat it, Bugs. You know you want to.
Superman.
Oh yeah, it's interesting to get a different intro because we're seeing those Gotham City blimps all the time.
Yeah, we are straight up doing a Superman episode, but this counts because World's Finest I did the commentary with Bailey for that 3-parter. That was Superman 2, but who cares?
This was a great Superman show, and it does remind me of all the post crisis influences they took.
A lot of my Superman like education comes from this and Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. But because I didn't read a lot of Superman comics when I was growing up, besides Death and Return of Superman. So to me, when I hear Superman, I hear either George Newbern or Tim Daly. I definitely hear Daniel Delaney for Lois Lane all the time, and David Kaufman for Jimmy, and Clancy Brown for Luthor. This is very much.
Is Clancy Brown's Lex Luthor supposed to be black or not? And before that's
Oh, I had that conversation. I thought it. I thought it was.
Are we opening up with another train? Yes, we are. Oh no, that's not a train. That's Roxy Rocket or whatever her name was.
Roxy Rocket, yeah. Who first appeared in Batman Animated and Annual #1. Although she is created by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini. In her first appearance, she Catwoman poses as her to throw people off the scent of her crime. And Roxy Rocket's she's framing me, Batman. It's oh, that's an interesting first appearance. She's also way more sexual in the anime series than she is in the comics.
Who's voicing her?
I don't remember. So you're the famous Roxy Rocket.
You're as smart as you are handsome.
I didn't think you were foolish enough to make trouble in my town.
Well, with Batman missing, the other crooks in Gotham are picking the city clean. I thought I'd try my luck here.
Back up. What do you mean, Batman missing?
I thought you'd know. Don't all you spandex boys have club meetings or something?
Not yet.
I'll be your friend.
She's thirsty.
I love how they wrote Superman in this show. He comes off as a very straightforward, but he's not quaint or corny.
The Gotham Experience, a museum exhibit about Gotham,
It's like the Flash Museum, the Diamond District. Hey,
What about the alarm? The cops are swamped and the bats have no show. Who's gonna come?
He's asking that now, not when they.
Smoke 'em!
Wow, they have worse aim than the stormtroopers.
I know. It's like that'll be another tangent.
Good disguise, Robin.
This is when I always make the argument that this version of Tim Drake's just Jason Todd, ho ho ho. But it's I can see Chuck Dix and Tim Drake being in the story, basically operating on his own.
Black and blue are definitely your color.
These guys suck.
In fairness, he is a small kid. I love the line where he's like, "Who needs Batman?" That always made me laugh.
Whoa!
Here it is. Don't.
Okay, they're gonna miss anyway.
Whoa!
Yeah, you set him up and I knock him down. Ain't that right, Superman? Scrappy Dappy Doo.
Sure. Now, where's your boss?
Around.
Let's try this.
I'm home alone.
Where's Bruce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruce didn't tell them.
Called me. He said he'd be away on business and I shouldn't worry. But he was weird. He wasn't himself. And he wouldn't just bail like this without telling Batgirl or Nightwing to fill in.
What do they think's going on?
Batgirl traced the phone call to Romania. They went over there to find some old guy who might have kidnapped him. Ghoul something.
So you're
That's a good line.
yourself?
He doesn't know who Raza.
Not again. Every time he doesn't show.
Then this time, you will.
That's why he dresses up.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This is a crazy. This is Superman's idea.
Okay, so Dick and Babs are totally lying, by the way. They're not tracking Roz. They're just on a romantic vacation. We better go to Romania.
We don't want anyone to know that we're secretly hooking up during this time.
Yeah, now that Batman's gone, we can have wild sex.
Oh, it's Harper.
Yeah, it might as well be.
Yeah, this is kind of funny. He does Kevin Conroy's voice exactly. And Gordon's like,
Well,
where have you been?
Isn't it Kevin Conroy?
That is Kevin Conroy, yeah, but like it's funny that like Superman does that.
They're not going to make Tim Daly do Kevin Conroy.
Look how he does Batman, like with his nose up in the air. That's really funny.
Robin's so nervous.
Yeah, he's yanking his collar. Look at him. That's hilarious that he sees Batman like that.
Okay.
This is a great episode. Who? Right there.
I love how much the close up on the bat ears and not his actual ears. He's like, "Oh yes, Bane. How could I ever forget?"
Look what he's doing.
Batman, I'll save you the embarrassment.
Robin's like face palming.
Batman, I'll save you the embarrassment of admitting you don't know who Bane is. In 1990, Bane framed Krusty the Clown for homo.
Oh man, this is a great episode. And I heard them say on the DVDs, it was on a special. We should have done a commentary on that episode, and like they didn't.
I love how he uses the bat line, even though he could fly.
Well, yeah. It's like you're missing a lot. I'm just kind of cheating.
3 weeks ago, we were supposed to work like normal. We walked right out without saying a word to anyone.
We'll start with his computer records for that day.
This is my. Let's see something.
Plus, I have a pretty good ear.
Don't.
I can see Tim Drake from the comics saying that. That's what I'm always talking. Also, like that's like super ventriloquism, right? Like he did that in the Silver Age.
That's not ventriloquism. Ventriloquismm is throwing your voice, not disguising your voice.
Oh, fair enough. Well, it's super ventriloquism, so that's the.
Oh, good point. My bad.
It's science, you see. They get hit by cars.
All this sneaking around is exactly my style.
What do you mean? It's half the fun.
It's good character moments.
Aren't you an investigative reporter?
Well, reporters don't like sneak. Well, I guess Lois Lane does. I never liked that Bruce
With
Wayne
Dick
design.
and Dabs.
He looks like a box.
Yeah.
Like he looks so square. Like so square.
He's smiling.
So he tells you he's at work, and he tells work he's on vacation.
Somebody's want to do a rewatch of this show.
He's having an affair. he's training Duke Thomas. Like, sorry, Tim, you're not good enough for me.
I remember this.
That's strange. There's no writing.
It's a good episode too because like they really utilize. You need Superman in this episode. Bruce would have been dead if it wasn't for him. I'm getting ahead of myself, but
I don't see anything.
They're microscopic robots.
syringe in there.
Yeah, that creeped me out.
Yeah,
How did Mad Hatter get them there, though?
he's paid there.
He's under some kind of mind control.
Ah. Even if I did know where the Mad Hatter was.
You said it, I didn't.
I was going to reach you too much.
Yeah, all of our favorite players are in this episode. You know, Mad Hatter, Penguin, Homeless Cop.
Boom. That's funny. Holy crap.
I won't answer twice.
All right, no need to get your feather in right.
I miss this era.
Zaz, get him! Sorry, you blew the kid up.
Man, do you remember 20 years ago where, like, you know, it's the weekend, it's time for, like, Batman and Superman?
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
And you never knew if it was going to be a Batman episode or a Superman. Although I think on the weekend they would show both.
Yeah, they'll be in the show book, yeah.
But on the weekday you didn't know what it was going to be.
This is one of the few times we see the Riddler in the New Adventures. Or the New Adventures era, I should say.
I do not like the redesign of Hatter Riddler. And honestly, or Gimp Mask, you know,
Yeah, they were up front with what he looked like in the commentary for Over the Edge. Like, he's straight up like a leather boy. I think that the redesign for Hatter is actually close to the comics, like kind of like Shrimpy looking, but like
that is true. But
I agree that like the
weird.
original version with the overbite was my favorite, and I love Business Suit Riddler more than anything else. Ow! He was his back.
But wait to spoil your fun.
On the contrary, I feared you were gone forever, Batman. That would have meant I'd never feel your spine crumble in my hand.
Last time we saw Bane, he was getting chewed up by Rupert Thorne. Now he's like, oh boy. His power level is rising.
He pops. No, the Venom.
Ow. He got that from Mr. Burns. The same booby traps he always has. I never would have thought of this matchup, like Superman versus Bane. That's cool.
That's an interesting thing. That has nothing to do with riddles.
You Riddler, trap.
Mad Hatter's doing Jack.
I love how when he's grunting, Clark Kent is using his grunting. You hear Clark Kent's voice. That was really well done. Where are they exactly?
I don't know.
I think Penguin said that. I didn't listen. Yeah, his red eyes, and like he's like blood in his tube. That's kind of creepy. I love Mad Hatter.
Vengeance. I am the.
But I said that's not possible. Woo. Yoink. It's payback time. I know Bailey loves this. Look at him. What the hell? This is against everything I ever stood for.
And then Bane died.
Boom. Work the body. I love that.
I'm tired of being in a world that feels like paper.
Yeah. So you can take it, can't you, big fella? Oh, what's fair? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay, you've hit him enough, Superman.
Oh, you can tell he's taking his time with him. Oh, God. Poor. I almost feel bad for Bane. He's like, I don't know how this is happening. That's cool.
Don't do drugs. This part I love.
Ugh. I know we kind of found Robin to be annoying in like Sense of the Father, but I like him in here a lot.
Yeah, I mean, me too. He's toned down his like
scrappy doiness.
Yeah.
Yoink!
Can't let you do everything.
What the?
I love how
observant everyone is.
I love how horrified he is. Like that Batman smiled. It like scares him so much.
It's being a troll. I love Roddy McDowell as Bad Hatter. He's since passed away, but I love all these voices are great for me.
The bugs aren't yours? Mine.
No.
Oh, I remember who the villain was now. I was like trying to remember if it was Poison Ivy or Mad Hatter. I was like, oh yeah, it was Brainiac.
Massive spoilers.
Thanks for the boiler.
Alien origin. It's from Krypton. No! Zod again.
Sorry to run off yesterday.
So why are Batgirl and Nightwing in like Romania? Like aside from like our fan theory that they're having sex, like
yeah, that's an untold tale that should be explained. And they apparently couldn't. That was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like Bruce is not. Well, no, they went there to look for Bruce.
Well, they're being slowly dipped in like a Lazarus Pit acid by Ra's al Ghul. Don't worry, Barbara. Batman will save us any minute now. They come back without skin. They're using Audacity. Yeah, they utilize Superman's powers well in this episode.
It's the seagulls from like Mr. Freeze's hideout in Sub-Zero.
Now this is new. Since when did Bruce Wayne have an aerospace program? I mean, sure.
Shut up.
But like, this is the first time I've ever heard of that, and the last time. He must be.
I do remember he's like seconds from dying. Like if they would have like gone to use the bathroom, Bruce Wayne would have been dead.
Oh shit! Crap.
I do remember anytime that happens in a show, it horrifies me because I'm thinking like they literally got there just on time.
Yeah, I don't want to say I have a problem, but like I'm always aware of like if a character didn't decide to intervene, this main character would have been killed. But
if they didn't intervene, if Superman would have like literally like on the way there like picked up like scratch off tickets or something.
If Superman went to visit his parents and not stopped Roxy Rocket, this whole episode wouldn't happen and Bruce would be dead.
Oh man, that's horrible.
But that's drama, and it's also like a one-off episode. It's not like this scars him for the rest of the continuity. I don't remember them bringing this up in Justice League, when they were like having coffee in the Batmobile. Hey, remember that time where you dressed like me when I was brainwashed by your robot friend? Oh yeah, wacky billionaire.
Everybody's gone. We're alone.
Now we can finally be together. Bats.
Tom King, you traveled through time to rewrite this cartoon. That's kind of cool.
They say that a man can't love a machine.
Brainiac. This is also my favorite version of Brainiac, but I'm not familiar with a lot of other versions. I love this bit where he fries Batman and he tries to be Superman. He's like, I did not see this coming. Oh, so this takes place after, obviously after World's Finest.
It kind of has to.
Yeah. But they specifically...
Okay, well, that makes sense how the nanites got in there, because when I thought it was Mad Hatter, I was like, wait, how did he do that? I was like, okay.
Yeah, he said it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Also, he was messing with LexCorp in Superman's show, so it tracks from both shows' continuity.
Oh, yeah, that's a good continuity.
This is great. Like it looks like he's killing Batman.
No, I'm trying to get fired.
I'm perfect. No, that's a DBZ reference. Brandon's like, what the?
So I guess this version of Superman's costume is indestructible.
Yeah.
He's like, this development was highly improbable.
He's like all my research and strategies and looking to the future, I have no idea if this is going to happen. He has Kai beams. Ridiculous. He had to take off his own cape to wear Batman's cape.
So Clark, how's Lois doing? Shut up, Bruce.
Well, they run into each other again in another episode. There was like three or four episodes after World's Finest that concerned.
Yeah, Lois is like, I almost called you a bunch of times. Did you almost call me? And she turns around and he's gone.
And she's like, figures.
I remember Talia disguises as Lois just by wearing her clothes and because she's the only person who wears that outfit.
Superman completely falls for it.
Yeah, it's by the outfit alone, which begs the question: does he think that Lois is the only one that wears that outfit?
Well, Lois did have if you recall, she did have 3 outfits. She didn't always wear her purple suit. It was purple, teal, and red.
But even still, she's the only one that wears that outfit. So if you see someone with that outfit, it must be Lois.
It's obviously Cat Grant.
I don't think we ever got Cat Grant in this show.
No, we got Ron Troop. And we got Lois references her sister, but
yeah. Well, we see Lucy as a toddler in the Titano episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not seeing that episode even longer.
She offers to go to space. Why can't we send Lucy to space?
Tentacles. Dr. Octopus. This is a good line by Brainiac. I remember this. That's pretty sweet. Killing Superman.
What's Brainiac's plan here?
He was going to use the information from Bruce Wayne's company to power his rocket ship, and then take all the information from the plan and destroy it.
Okay,
in this version, that's what Brainiac does. And we'll never see him.
I remember he was always that triangle.
Actually, if I recall correctly, and I think this is true, we don't see Brainiac again until the 4th season finale of Justice League, years later. I guess almost 10 years later. This is the last time we see him until it's revealed that he was in Lex's body.
A fitting end for his kind.
Get this crap out! Just hook it to my veins.
How are you feeling?
Tim is dressed like Silver Age Dick Grayson.
Yeah, that's true.
Got toasted. They just need a self-destruct.
That's kind of gross. Robots in your system. Where's Dick and Barbara?
Dead.
Naked. That's a nice way to end it. This is a really fun episode. But this is like also one of their best. Like the characterization is just top notch.
Now he goes to Romania to save Dick and Barbara.
Yeah, while we're bleeding out Bruce's nanites, could you make sure Nightwing and Batgirl are okay? And like,
well, like, what's the thing that we think Bruce is in Romania? Like that's a false lead, you know? Like,
John Glover.
Who was John Glover? Oh yeah, Riddler.
He was Lionel Luthor, of course.
Henry Silva.
Charity James.
I'm trying to see who rocks the Charity James.
Yeah, I'm never. Who is that? Let's see. Because she's not. Lori Petty was Livewire. Charity James. She's a voice actor. She's on Wikipedia.
I guess she did something in Star Wars.
She was in Space Jam. Oh no, could it be?
Oh, was she Lola Bunny?
Oh, she was Nerd Luck Blanco. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's I don't know who that is either.
She was Fatima in Aladdin. She was Kelly Generic in Bobby's World.
Like Bobby.
Generic, I should say. And she's both some episodes in Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds.
So Bobby's World's sister just came on the Superman.
Oh yes. Well, if we ever do a commentary on her on The Ultimate Thrill, we'll see how far that goes.
In fact, if Superman had taken her up on that offer, Batman would have been dead. Because it would have basically like set him behind 20 minutes and like
the entire Batman family would have been annihilated.
I guess the planet.
Oh yeah, that too. Because Superman got laid.
It's like that issue of Superman where like he and Lois like go to Paris to like take a day off, and when they come back, Adam Grant is dead.
Superman comes back from like his tryst with Roxy Rocket, and Jimmy Olsen's like, "Where were you?"
Everyone's dead. Everyone. I don't even know how I'm alive, but everyone's dead.
Jimmy, my friend. No. We should do some. Oh, you know what? For the future, because you've not seen them, we should do some Justice League commentaries.
Yeah, Dad. Like you put on Facebook, like you act like I haven't seen like a single episode. Like I've seen maybe like 10 or 15 of them, just like
But they're like 80. But
yeah.
Final thoughts on Nighttime.
It's as good as it's one that I've seen more recently, so like it's not like there was like any like big surprises there, but yeah, I love it this for the same reason I loved it when I was little. I liked seeing Tim Drake and Superman interact. That was and it's a fun fish out of water story where like in World's Finest we got to see like Batman go to Superman's world and interact with Superman's supporting cast and Superman's friends, Superman's villains. So like this time we have like Superman in Gotham City. And, like, it's deliciously, like, hilarious when he's, like, trying to, like, talk with Homeless Cop and, like, fighting Bane and, like, and stuff like that. It's, like, it was great.
Yeah, I agree. I've also seen this a lot of times, and it never gets old. It just does. It just I don't know what it is, but I think Robert Goodman wrote the script in this episode, but, like, this is just really, really, really fun.
Yeah, but screw Dick and Babs running away to Romania. Where was Alfred this whole episode? Like, Tim is not.
Maybe he went with them. Someone needs to write that untold story: the adventures of Nightwing, Batgirl, and Alfred the Butler in searching for Batman.
Yeah, Alfred has to like constantly like keep like how like in the Silver Age like you couldn't tell someone that something was going to happen, so you would have to like like keep the information from them with like a hoax. It's like for some reason like there's like bombs planted in like the dopamine center of like Batgirl and Nightwing's like brains. So if they like hook up in any way, like they will die. So and Alfred can't tell them because like Silver Age reasons. So he's on the trip to stop them from like kissing or like making out, and like he's got his work cut out for them. Like, okay, now we must search for Ra's al Ghul through through the lakes of Venice on this little boat where this guy with an accordion is singing this romantic song. Ugh.
All of this, and they still decide to just leave Tim alone to deal with the city.
Yeah,
you're a new guy. You got
the
this.
guy who's been robbing for 5 weeks.
This episode takes on a whole new dimension.
They don't even call I guess the DC universe wasn't that big. I thought
we saw Alfred at the end, but no, you're right. He's not in this episode.
Yeah, in fact, I would have Nightwing and Robin search for Bruce in Europe and leave Barbara to handle the city. That would make more sense. But
yeah. Well, there's an episode where Batman is out of town and Batgirl is in charge of Gotham City. I think it's the Supergirl crossover episode because you see her driving the Batmobile all by herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's many combinations you could use, but you should never leave Robin in charge.
How about we have Nightwing and Alfred, who know Ra's al Ghul, look for him there, while Batgirl and Robin have it. So Batgirl has Robin's back, so he's not alone. This is completely screwed over. I mean, granted, Bruce was brainwashed by Brainiac, but they could have thought this through better.
Well, yeah, Bruce isn't the one making the decision, but Nightwing and Alfred and all of them could. Is Tim even going to school? I'm just imagining.
He said he listens to the bat scene. He's like, ugh, not again. It gets worse every time I watch. He's in the bathroom, he's in school, he's with Ariana. It's
I'm imagining everyone comes home and it's the end of Home Alone. They all hug him, and then you hear Dick say, "Tim, what did you do to my room?"
Home Alone, lost in Gotham.
He set the pet tarantula free, and everything.
Oh.
The water bandits threaten to cut off Tim's fingers, and then the old man next door saying.
So before this episode, the two crooks were trying to break into Wayne Manor, and he was throwing bricks in their faces and stuff.
He uses a cardboard cutout of Michael Jordan on a train set to make them think that there's an Alexander Knox party going on, so that they don't rob him.
Okay, I'm calling time on this. Is almost 40 minutes long. It's twice the episode.
Yeah. Well,
we've gone insane. Till next time, this is Donovan.
And this is Josh from the planet Krypton.
And you've been watching Superman, the animated series, with us, the Batman Universe commentaries. We'll see you guys on the next commentary.
Superman rules. Batman's rules. Nightwing and Batgirl are fools.
Take that, everybody else on the website. Including Dustin, who will sure hear this.
What? What did you say?
He called me. Said he'd be away on business and I shouldn't worry. But he was weird. He wasn't himself. And he wouldn't just bail like this without telling Batgirl or Nightwing to fill in.
What do they think's going on?
Batgirl traced the phone call to Romania. They went over there to find some old guy who might have kidnapped him. Ghoul something.
So you're handling the whole city yourself? During a crime spree?
Not again. It gets worse every time he doesn't show.
Then this time, he will.